On the last nature video I did, I received a comment where somebody was saying, hey man, it looks like I'm looking forward to 2012 like a child looks forward to Christmas. No, I'm looking forward to it more than a child looks forward to Christmas, because I'm seeing 2012 as a beautiful event, as a beautiful shift. And most people see it as negative, and I completely understand that, and I'm aware of why, because they see the negativity in things. They see, oh my, the dollar's collapsing, the stock market's falling, oh, the weather is just out of control, and they see that as a bad thing. I see it as a natural occurrence, something that is supposed to play, something that God, if you will, the God that I believe in, 15 billion years ago would have said would have happened, and is now coming into play. I understand that the Mayan calendar gives us more and more energy each day, and it looks like that's going to be the case, and it has been every single day since the start until the December 21st, 2012 date, or whatever that date is, where we hit that infinite point, that infinite moment of 2012, which will just be like a split second. And I'm seeing this as a beautiful switchover. So when I look at stuff like the dollar collapse, and I come on here on YouTube talking how the dollar is going to fall, I see that as a good thing. Heck, I don't even want to live in this world where we are enslaved by a dollar. Heck, even collecting silver. If you go from the dollar standard to the silver standard, okay, so you're going to be enslaved by the dollar, now you're going to be enslaved by silver and gold. I don't even want that either. But I think we're going to go to a barter system before we go to a resource-based economy, because I truly believe in the age of Aquarius. I believe in the golden age. I believe things are going to get better, and this is the time where we're creating it, which is the next stage, conscious co-creation. And when I look at those words, conscious means we are aware of it, co, all of us together and creating, and that to me is a wonderful experience. And that's why I'm really looking forward to this shift and get to be able to view all the great things and all the wonderful things that are going to come with it. Yes, there's going to be a lot of bad stuff that is going to be happening, but look back at the past, there's always been bad stuff. Going back to the time where people were getting crucified, wars all the time. So yeah, we might have Korea now throwing a nuke somewhere. If that's the case, that's the case. I'm expecting that kind of stuff to happen. We have hurricane season coming up, and I know that we're going to get hit with a Katrina-like event either. I have to say this year, because I thought last year was either going to be 2008 or 29. Maybe 2010 will get hit with a big one. And watch out for 2011 and 2012 too. With all of these massive hurricanes that are coming in. Right now, with the economy the way it is, if we have some major event that's around the size of Katrina, maybe a little worse, that's going to do major problems towards the economy. And once again, the economy losing or having a dollar fall. I see that as a wonderful thing. It's a new experience for me. Now, one of the things that I predicted was that we are going to start seeing a lot more of this Mayan calendar stuff in the news. Now, that really hasn't happened yet, but I'm really starting to think it's going to be more of a summer thing. July, August, a lot of people are saying that this is when the difficult, hard stuff, the bad stuff is going to happen, which makes a lot of sense that it's going to. The droughts are supposed to be extremely rough. So if you got your gardens ready, you may want to water your plants a little bit more. I know here, the tomatoes here are pretty much done because of the excessive rain we've had. When you got droughts in some areas, you have more rain in the other areas. That's the thing about the calendars that they're talking about. More floods, more fires, all that type of stuff is going a lot higher. Now, there's a movie coming out in November, and it's a 2012 movie, and by that point, a lot of this stuff is really going to be going down. So my prediction for a lot of this 2012 information, people talking about a lot more, I think by like October is a good time frame for that to take place. Also, about the start of 2010, I think into January, is going to be around the halfway point of this current cycle. I use a total different system that is talked about on the Ian Lungold one, because I use different mathematical formulations. The ones they use is equal days and nights on the 13 or the 7 days, 6 nights. I am like so big time against that. Big time am I against that, because that is a major contradiction to the way they calculate time. So the formula they have used to calculate times, I'm using to calculate days and nights. And based on that formula and that calculation, based on December the 12th, or December 21st, sorry, 2012, being that date, that's the time frame I get. I don't have it on me now, but it's around 2010. But what that means is, at a halfway point, this should bring a lot of big changes. So the stuff in which Gerald Celente talks about as far as the August and September type of things, there's many other prophecies that are leading to that time frame, makes a lot of sense towards the Mayan calendar. So I'm looking at this as a positive. I see the bad stuff. It's not like I'm going, oh yay, we got a major hurricane. No, it's not that. It's okay, now I see this major hurricane. I understand that the Mayan calendar stuff, the evidence for it, not proof, evidence. That's what it's all about, evidence. People say there's no proof that this 2012 is real. No, but there is evidence, and that's really what it all stems down to, is evidence. So I see this type of stuff, I acknowledge it, and then I accept it. That's the big thing, accepting reality. That's the type of mode that I've been in, is accepting what happens to be real, because I see a golden age post 2012. I see a world where people will work with each other and not work against each other. So this whole conscious co-creation stage that's coming up in 2012, I am majorly looking forward to it, because this gives me a chance on a conscious level, conceptual level, to create the world that I've always envisioned. And that, quite frankly, is so exciting.